Have you ever noticed your dog tilting its head when you speak? It's one of the most endearing behaviors our furry friends display. But what's really going on in their brains when they do this? Today, we're diving into the hilarious and fascinating neuroscience behind why dogs cock their heads. From evolutionary advantages to emotional responses, we'll uncover the science behind this adorable quirk. First, let's define what we're talking about. The head tilt is when a dog cocks its head to one side, often in response to a sound or command. It's not just random, it's a deliberate action. But why? Scientists believe it's a combination of auditory processing, visual adjustment, and even emotional engagement. In other words, your dog isn't just being cute, it's trying to understand you better. From an evolutionary standpoint, the head tilt might have given dogs an edge. By adjusting their head position, they can better locate the source of a sound, useful for hunting or avoiding predators. This behavior is especially pronounced in breeds with floppy ears, which can muffle sound. Tilting the head could help them hear more clearly, making it a survival trait passed down through generations. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing, but their ear structure isn't perfect. Tilting the head helps them pinpoint sounds more accurately. Think of it like adjusting a radio antenna for better reception. By moving their ears, dogs can fine-tune their auditory input, especially for high-pitched sounds like human voices. This might explain why they tilt their heads when we talk to them. It's not just about hearing, vision plays a role too. Dogs have long muzzles that can block their line of sight. Tilting the head might help them see our facial expressions better. Since dogs rely heavily on human cues, this small adjustment could give them more information about our emotions and intentions. It's like they're trying to get a better angle on our faces. When dogs tilt their heads, they're often in problem-solving mode. They're trying to make sense of what you're saying or doing. This behavior is more common in dogs trained for complex tasks, like herding or hunting. It's a sign of cognitive engagement. Your dog is actively trying to understand and respond to you. So next time they tilt their head, know they're putting in mental effort. Head tilting isn't just functional, it's emotional too. Dogs often tilt their heads when they're curious or excited. This behavior can strengthen the bond between dogs and humans, as we find it irresistibly cute. In fact, dogs that tilt their heads more frequently might be more socially attuned to their owners. It's their way of saying, "I'm paying attention to you." Not all dogs tilt their heads equally. Breeds with floppy ears, like basset hounds or cocker spaniels, might do it more often because their ears obstruct sound. On the other hand, breeds with erect ears, like German shepherds, might tilt less. This variation shows how anatomy influences behavior. Even within breeds, individual personality plays a role. Some dogs are just more expressive than others. Why do we find head tilting so adorable? It turns out, this behavior triggers our caregiving instincts. The tilted head makes dogs look more puppy-like and vulnerable, which activates our nurturing responses. Evolutionarily, this might have helped dogs bond with humans, ensuring they received care and attention. So, your dog's head tilt isn't just smart, it's strategically cute. While head tilting is usually harmless, excessive or sudden tilting can signal health issues. Ear infections, neurological problems, or vestibular disease might cause abnormal tilting. If your dog tilts its head constantly or seems disoriented, it's time for a vet visit. Most of the time, though, a head tilt is just your dog being its curious, adorable self. Did you know you can train your dog to tilt its head? Many owners unconsciously reinforce the behavior by reacting positively, laughing, petting, or giving treats. Dogs quickly learn that head tilting earns them attention. This doesn't mean the tilt is fake, it just means your dog knows how to push your button. Smart, right? Curiosity plays a big role in head tilting. Dogs tilt their heads when they encounter something new or puzzling, like a strange noise or an unfamiliar word. This behavior peaks during puppyhood when dogs are learning about the world. It's their way of saying, huh? Tell me more. So, if your dog tilts its head a lot, it might just be extra curious. Head tilting is a key part of human-dog communication. Dogs use it to signal that they're engaged and trying to understand us. In return, we respond with affection, creating a feedback loop. This mutual understanding strengthens our bond with dogs, making them better companions. It's a small behavior with a big impact on our relationship. Neurologically, head tilting involves several brain regions. The auditory cortex processes sound, while the prefrontal cortex handles problem-solving. The limbic system, responsible for emotions, also plays a role. This multi-region activation shows how complex the behavior is. It's not just a reflex, it's a coordinated effort to understand and connect with the world. Want to test your dog's head-tilting habits? Try saying unfamiliar words or making odd noises. You might notice more tilting as your dog tries to figure out what's going on. Some dogs even tilt their heads in response to specific sounds, like squeaky toys or doorbells. It's a fun way to see their problem-solving in action. So, why do dogs tilt their heads? It's a mix of evolutionary adaptation, auditory and visual adjustment, problem-solving, and emotional connection. This adorable behavior reveals just how smart and socially attuned our canine companions are. Next time your dog gives you that quizzical head tilt, you'll know there's a whole lot of neuroscience behind it. Thanks for watching, and give your dog an extra pat for us.